We started the foundation when we were first married. We shared the belief that whatever resources you have, a good part of those should be directed toward doing good in the world.
We took time to really investigate a lot of different areas where our hearts took us, but also where we could have the most impact. There was a need for us to focus on child welfare.
One of the first things I did was to do the training to become a certified foster parent. The kids that came through our home were teenagers. We both learned so much from them. Many of them had had over a dozen foster care placements, but what became very clear was that in the vast majority of cases, what they wanted to do was be back home with their families. Families don't trust the system. What they need is to be able to go to their community and have that community be the support for them.
Our team has just done an amazing job reaching out across the state and changing the way people think about child welfare as support rather than as punishment or creating trauma.
Rob and Cathy ensure that the Redlich Horwitz Foundation stays laser focused on impact. We are providing financial resources, technical assistance, and true partnership to fight for that kind of policy change that will ensure that communities and families are resourced.
At the root of our values is simple, it's family integrity. We value collaboration, equity, justice, and shared power.
If we're going to make changes, if we're going to implement programs, if we're going to support organizations, we need to hear from them about what they need. Where are the gaps and what supports do they need in order to thrive in life?
When we first decided to focus on foster care, we identified people who were thoughtful and who were data-driven and who could be allies. Graham Windham stood out.
Redlich Horwitz Foundation shares the same values that Graham has. We believe that radical listening leads to radical change. And as a result of their radical listening, we see the spectacular changes that have happened in the child welfare sphere. Redlich Horwitz has partnered with Graham in 3 key initiatives. One was the peer coaching model. The second was the Fair Futures model for youth who are aging out of the foster care system. And most recently, through Narrowing the Front Door, which is really about reckoning with the harms of the child welfare system.
In 2020, we were closing down our campus that had been there for almost 120 years. With Redlich Horwitz's support, we were able to transition youth from our campus into therapeutic foster homes that had the kinds of support needed to really help make that transition successful.
To see how the foundation has grown and changed and the incredible impact it has had on child welfare services has really been a profound experience. There's been an immediate impact in terms of the reduction in the number of children in congregate care, increase in funding for services that support families in a different way, legislative success. They've changed the narrative about child welfare.
What I admire most about Rob and Cathy is their commitment to not only family justice, but leading with integrity. That's what leads to us making great decisions on behalf of children and families.
Rob and Cathy, you are remarkable leaders. Your commitment, your passion, your humility are an incredible example to all of us.
Thank you for letting our voices and perspectives be invested in and identified as solutions for some of the problems that we are so passionate about. We are grateful for being a part of this and being able to learn so much from you guys.
Rob, Cathy, Jessica, Sarah, and the entire Redlich Horwitz Foundation, congratulations. This is so well deserved. Thank you for all that you have done for Graham and for New York City and New York State.
It is an honor to celebrate you, to celebrate the legacy that you have created with the Champion for Children's Award. We are extremely grateful and extremely proud to be partners with you in this work.